A good game last game, by the way, too, bro.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Oh, and they had it stopped short of first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Herbert running left off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that truck.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 15 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Oh, shit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This time he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, my
and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's fielded at the 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Benjamin Victor. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now it's Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Wow. Kyle Hamilton picks it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see. And
now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Pepe.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Oh, rookie boy.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Pepe Williams.
Should use a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And now here is another interception. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Oh, yeah, he's going home with that.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Who is this?
There he goes, right side.
Oh, my goodness.
30, past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Everything came back. I like it. I like it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, my.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
I didn't believe this is all the weed I got. Ain't no motherfucking way. I know that nigga gave me more than that, man.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
I'm him.
And my goodness,
I'm him. I seen it. We're going home.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We're there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the.
He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game.
Good game, boy.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
What's up?
Why are you not?
I ain't see you calling. What's up?
Nothing. We made it home. I just want But I already know.
Sitting over here looking at this little bit of nothing.
You don't have anything?
A little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
I guess that means I need to stay home or something. I don't know.
What you doing?
You talking about you going to donate some
What you cooking? Huh?
Huh?
You said I what?
You said